Pete Botha's got 5 runners on Saturday. He's got one in the big one as well. Pete will start in race 2. You've got Montaigne, the Louis the King first timer.
Yeah, Fee, I think he's a very nice horse. He's come back from an injury, and so he hasn't galloped. But I do believe that he could be an above average horse. This is just a gallop for him, and you know, I feel like he's done enough groundwork, and he's good enough to take his chances and hopefully still run a good race and be in the money. Realistically, it's a big ask for him, but I think he is an above average horse, and so I'm quite hopeful of a very good run for him.
Now, a horse we always talk about that I know you like is Ragnar Lothbrok. He's running in race 5. You've got the headgear off on Saturday, but he's capable sort. Yeah,
Fee, you know, I struggled with this horse for a long time, and we put blinkers on, and he came out and he won. Then we went around the turn, and he just over raced a bit and brought him back down the straight, and he won another race again, won very, very well. And then he had a bit of a break. So he was a bit above himself for his last run. I knew that he would need it. I still thought that he was good enough to win. But Cornet got off and said, look, there's no need for blinkers on him. He just does too much with it. So that's the reason why we've taken it off. And hopefully he can settle a little bit more tomorrow and run another big race again. I really do believe that he's got the ability. It's just about getting the best out of him and trying to get the right combinations together. So hopefully we've got it, and he'll run a big race tomorrow. It's a tough field. I know it's a very strong race, but if he's good enough, he'll win it. And if we've got any hope for anything big going forward, he's got to show us tomorrow. So hoping for the best.
Well, he's a lovely looking individual. He just needs a bit of luck. Race 6, you've got Sonic Burst, very consistent.
Yeah, she's a very, very honest filly. Look, again, this race is very, very strong. It's a very strong race, but there aren't many races for her now. You know, she's just stepped up in ratings, and now we've got to try and take our chances in these races. If she's not good enough, her rating will hopefully drop, and she can go into a nice competitive race again. But I'm hoping that she is good enough. I mean, she won a very nice race last time, doing it hard. You know, Durbanville's not really the course for her, and she managed to pull it off. So I'm not really expecting her to win tomorrow, but I do feel like she can be in the quartets, and so a horse has got to be included, because if a horse can run fourth, it can just as well win. You know, it's always so close. So you got to include her in everything, but on paper the field is a bit strong for her.
And then in race 7, Baratheon will be competitive.
Yeah, my best runner tomorrow. I've got high hopes for him. You know, he was a bit unlucky last time when he got scratched. That was the race that we had targeted for him. He did pick up a little injury, which he's come through nicely, and I think tomorrow he's got to be a big runner. Again, very strong race, but he's a horse that I believe has got a lot of potential, and I'm expecting him to be involved in the finish.
And then, of course, the stable star Rockin' Ringo takes his chances in race 8. It's going to be a tough race, but why not give it a go?
Yeah, you know, he's a horse that always runs a good, honest race. That field tomorrow is very, very strong, and at the weights we run second last on paper, but you know, if he does, it's not going to be far off. But if those horses, any of them are needing the run or whatever, we know that he's going to be there. So for the punters, he's a horse that you've got to include. Realistically, it's a little bit out of his depth. But I mean, if you think that he's beaten a horse like Bulgarian, which won the July twice, I mean, you got to include him in all your horses, in all your bets. But it's a tough race. But he's well. He's very, very well.
You'll certainly have fitness on your side. But anyway, best of luck tomorrow. Thanks very much, Pete.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much to Pete Botha. He's always very helpful in his comments for his runners, and he's certainly got some nice runners tomorrow, and he says Baratheon is his best on the day.